Greetings and adventurers, sorry about the slightly delayed start. I was just making some tea. How's everyone doing? Alright, you guys are frozen. Hold on one second. Alright, there we go. But Wyla, thank you so much for the gifted fishies and the offering as well. I really do appreciate the support. Thank you for that. What tea did you choose? I chose green tea because I saw lots of green tea in chat. So I'm just drinking some green tea at the moment. But welcome in everyone. Today we are gonna start our, I guess it's the first official Zatsu, which is just gonna be a just chatting stream anyway. But I will be just, doodling stuff or working on some stuff in the background. So we can talk about the art I'm doing, or we can literally talk about anything else as well. Normal Zatsu rules apply, so, you can talk about whatever you guys like. I thought, I might just change it up from just Zatsus, and we'll see how it goes. Today I do intend to just doodle a few kind of designs and figure out if I want to update or see if I can think of anything for the Zenny's humanoid design, if I can think of any new outfits or anything. So I'll just be doing that in the background while we Zatsu, I guess. But how has everyone's day been? Have you guys been good? Oh, yes, I should say before we get started as well, I have my schedule. Look at that, for the first time, for the first time in a long time, I released my schedule before stream even started. Although, another update, I have a mosquito bite on my ankle. Which one of you? Okay, if it's on my ankle, it was one of you guys dressing up as a mosquito. I know it. Who was it? And up, who was it? It must have been one of you guys, okay? Altus, what's your go-to snacks whenever you're on stream? I barely ever eat a snack when I'm on stream. I normally eat before or after stream, not really on stream. So I don't really have any go-to snack streams. Wasn't me, I just bring them to you. Why would you bring me mosquitoes? How could you do such a thing? After everything I do for you guys. We're too round to be a mozzie. I caught one. Who is this? Who is this right here? Put your hand up. Who is this, huh? Who's the one that bit me? Freedom the innocent, not until I have a name. I need a name first. What you gonna do? Tell me who they are first. I got a new strategy, study until my Oshi stream, so the schedule helped a lot. Nice. Well, let me get the schedule up once more. Don't worry, Zentra, I'll save you. Are you sure about that? How are you gonna save this at Zenny, huh? How are you gonna save this at Zenny? Here's a schedule. I will bite them back. Tell me who they are, or I'll bite more. Tell me who they are. Tell me who they are. I've got teeth, I'm not afraid to use it. Hi, I'm a bit late since I was eating. What's happening? And this Zenny bit me. Bit my ankle, so I'm trying to figure out who it was. No, wait, innocent, we don't know. I'll take one for the team. I got you, Zenny. Stand behind me. If you're taking one for the team, that means it's not you, is it? Willa. I want the guilty Zenny. I don't want an innocent Zenny. You can't just take it like that. That means we have to eat them. I ain't gonna eat them. The moment I joined, we got eaten by the Oni. What happened? Mosquito bit me on the ankle, but that means it was one of the Zennies instead of a real mosquito. And so I'm trying to find out who it was. Hey. Oh. Oh. They got away. If you eat him, who's gonna take notes for you isn't the Zenny collective of all of us. Alright, I confess it's me, guys. Alright. Just a nibble on your horn then. Oh. There we go. I hope you've learned your lesson. Nibble at that size? Like, it is what it is. Well, I would know it was me. Well, too late. All of the Zenny should have felt it. Either way, if I bite one Zenny, I bite all Zennies. That's how it works, guys. You're all connected. You all felt that bite on your horn. Alright. Anyway, guys, schedule. Schedule, guys, everyone. A nibble and a bite are two different things. If I'm biting on the horn, I would be scared if you guys were a bit less vertically challenged, but I'm okay. Everything will be fine. Anyway, Reina, thank you so much for the art. When I was a young Oni, look at me. Look how innocent those eyes are. Alright. I swear there's a mosquito flying around here anyway. Anyway, Reina, thank you for the art. Alright, let's see. Monday is our first Oni-Zartsu. If you guys don't know, if you think I spelled it wrong, this Zatsu is the Zatsu plus the art stream, so that's what we'll be doing today. Tomorrow we'll be playing Tomodachi Life at midday JST. Wednesday night we'll be playing Genshin Impact after 1,000 years. I'm finally playing again, guys. I finally updated everything. It took forever. That was a big file to update. But everything's up to date. I logged in to make sure I could. So we'll be playing Genshin Impact. I'm sure there's a lot to catch up on. And rip your PC storage. I think my PC storage is still okay. I've got enough storage. All right. And then Thursday we'll be playing Tomodachi Life again. So 2 Tomodachi Life streams this week to try get things moving and progressing on our island. I haven't really touched it since before. And then a Friday should be fun. We got a workout stream. I'll be doing a lot of the push-ups, sit-ups, and squats that I still owe you guys. And then we'll be finishing off Fate Strange Fake in the memberships. So we'll be watching episodes 7 to 13 there. Pragmata will be playing on Saturday. Back to saving the moon place with my daughter. Trying to get to the comms tower. And then on Sunday, guys, on Sunday we will be starting a new Menshi watch along, which will be The Pursuit of Jade. Alright, you know what? I'm kind of curious. Alright, I'm just gonna put in a poll. I want to see how many people are you interested in watching Pursuit of Jade in Menshi? Yes, I will be there. I will watch the VOD. Not for me. Alright, I'm just gonna do a little poll. I want to see as well, but we will be watching it regardless. Episode 1 to 8. I think it will take us about 5 weeks to finish. Because there's 40 episodes, so I think if we watch 8 episodes a week, then it's gonna take us 5 weeks. But you know, they're about 45 minutes an episode, so it's still gonna be a decent amount of time each time as well. So yeah. Alright, I just want to see. I'm kind of curious. I'll start a poll. Please answer truthfully as well. It doesn't matter. You know, not everyone has to be interested in it, and some people will be. Or maybe you might not be able to make the time then you watch the VOD. Either way, let me know. It should be a lot of fun. I am looking forward to it. You know, seeing clips and everything. It does look pretty cool. I swear I saw clips of it looks pretty badass as well. So we will see how it goes. I don't really know too much about that and try not to spoil myself, but it looks good. Off topic, but the schedule art is so majestic. You got kind of controversial and wait, why is it controversial? Is there anything I should be worried about? As well as, you know what, let's but that is the schedule for the week. I guess we can go here and I will open and get my drawing stuff out. Alright, there we go. Who's ready for some art and drawing? The protagonist is too pretty as a general. Hey look, she can be as pretty as she wants to be. What kind of thing is that? If she wants to slay in both ways, she can. I don't see that as a problem. Alright, here we go, file open. Alright, I have to be very careful I don't open the wrong thing and show you guys something you're not meant to see by accident. I've got I've got a lot of, you know, been working on a lot of 2.0 stuff. I don't want to accidentally open the wrong file. And Zenny. Okay, there we go. Hey, it's you guys. We love and adore insert. Did I just get another bite? What the? Alright, this was definitely an Zenny. Who just bit my bicep? Wait. I don't want to keep getting bitten. Let me see if I can find the mosquito. Ah. Alright, I'm kind of too blind to see the mosquito. I hope it flies in front of my face. But, this is slightly annoying. Little itchy. Man. They bite your chest next? I hope not. I would prefer not having any mosquito bites, thank you. Alright. Let us see. And hello, Kokonoki. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Alright, I think what I want to do for now is just create a folder. Alright. Cool. Always watching. Why is it the always? Ah, man. Can you, how about this? If you guys get rid of the mosquito bites for me, I'll let you bite my bicep instead. At least it won't have the itchiness. I bet. Alright. Promise? Mm-hmm. If I don't get another mosquito bite until the end of stream, I'll let you guys bite my bicep. How about that? Alright, so... Man, when did you start drawing? As in, when I started to learn how to draw? Ever since I was a young Oni. As young as I can remember, I've always been into art. Oh, did you mention I have not? Thank you for telling me, guys. If you guys know, Onimaru's birthday is coming up. Look, there's the baby. His birthday's coming up. So, we will be using the hashtag. If you guys want to do anything for his birthday, I think his birthday stream, he's just going to be looking over the hashtag and everything. So if you guys want to draw anything for him, or write him a message or anything, yeah, if you want to do any art or anything for Onimaru, then it's going to be May 5th. I think the stream is going to be 1 PM JST. Let me double check. Okay, 1 PM JST, guys, on 5th, so it's gonna be a Tuesday, 5th of May, he's gonna have a stream. He has something a little bit prepared for you, like he might show you an artwork or something. Maybe not art, who knows, he's planning something, maybe he'll do something, but he's excited about his birthday. Use the what was the hashtag again, guys? And then what was the hashtag? It was Onimaru Day 2026, right? I think it was Onimaru Day. Correct me if I'm wrong, yes. Hashtag Onimaru Day 2026, guys. Please use that if you guys want to post anything for Onimaru to see. But you guys still have... Oh, about a week. You guys got about a week. Slightly over a week to do that as well. Do we get Onimaru merch? I mean, technically my birthday merch had Onimaru. our merch was kind of combined on my birthday, since Onimaru was on my birthday merch. Especially the travel card case. Thank you, Abby. There we go. What Abby said. 1 PM JST on May 5th. Use the hashtag. I might just pin that for now, actually. Alright, just so that since I don't have any merch on sale at the moment, we can do that. Alright, today as well, I think I do want to, for the design kind of outfit I want to do, what do I want for this design today? My goals are, I want something, how do I say, like, how I imagine, okay, this might be like a slightly, not like fully, but like, you know, I might have a little bit of a lore stream today as well, where I tell you guys a little bit about stuff too, but it is going to be, is this at Zenny human form? It is what I'm working on for that year, at Zenny human form. Outfit not final. Alright. Let the baby get back to sleep, notes already, but right now I kind of hope, wish, well, you know, pretty much in the present day Gaia, I feel like if you've seen any of the lore videos and everything, it's kind of like where we are is going to be, or the outfit I want for you guys is going to be slightly cyberpunkish. You know what? Let me see if I can do this. Ooh, that's way too big. Alright. Let me change the font a little bit. Alright, here we go. I want it to be slightly cyberpunkish in a way. It's slightly military-ish. Wait. Military? What's the best way to put it? Maybe would military be the right word for it? Yeah, kind of. I guess military would... Military, how do I spell that? I think that's right. Yeah, techwear kind of makes sense. Yeah, kind of techwear-ish. And I guess tactical. Tactical is mostly better than military. You know, I'll keep it there. But this is kind of, I'm just going to keep these words here, and just to kind of remind me when I'm designing as well, what kind of things I should look for, so I don't go too far off. You know, I feel like that's kind of okay right now. But yeah. Alright. Those are gonna be the words for today. Let me... Alright. Can always add more if more comes to mind. That is true. I will keep this. Let's just keep that here for now. Hopefully I don't forget about it. Alright, anyway. let us start designing a few things. I think mostly it's going to be black and white for the outfit. Then with splashes of color, maybe orange or blue or red. Those kind of colors, I think. Yeah, I guess we can always change the colors around, but for now I'll design it mostly black and white, and then we'll see what we want to do. I'm gonna be studying while listening to your stream, so I'm not gonna be chatting. That is fine. Good luck with your study as well. I feel like there's a few things I wanted to talk about today, but I, as always, forgot them. Hopefully I remember sometime. Alright. I think, at least anyway, talking back about the design, I do want to design something especially, I'll focus at least at first, on some kind of visor for you guys. You know how the military have, like, you know, this kind of hat thing that looks like this? It's like some kind of hat like that. They've normally got this kind of style of hat, right? But I kind of want to, like, maybe not take it the full way. And maybe, like, try to do something that looks similar but with just this amount. Something like this, where it almost works more as a visor kind of thing. Kind of like that. But somehow work it in to be doing something like that. Like yeah, but like more with these words somehow. Where's the words? There we go. More cyberpunk military techwear tactical-ish. But that's just like one of my ideas at the moment. So like, you know, I want it a little bit military, but obviously not full military kind of thing. But I think something like this could kind of work, because you guys are technically, you know, from the Adventurers Guild or Adventurers Guild. You guys are tasked to take out the Voided. Has to be metal. It doesn't have to be metal or anything. Just has to look sort of futuristic, I guess. But it is a visor. Maybe make it holographic. Yeah, like, maybe this part could be holographic or something. Because I want to figure out if there's a way I can make it so that this visor can somehow also become sort of your mask or your goggle kind of thing as well. If I can figure out a way to do that as well. Like, let's say we've got, it'll be kind of like this. Alright, a bit like this. Alright, now it looks like that. But if we can... Okay, I can change the shape. Nothing magic can't do, true, but if we can have some kind of hinge here that lets this come up or down. that might also work as a visor. Alright, let me do this. I'll put that on one layer. Reduce it. Alright, imagine we had something here. How it, alright, if I do there, have to be higher to swing down. Would have to be shaped a little different. Alright, if this goes up more, but then this part like a helmet visor, yeah. This is just like, I don't know how it's gonna turn out right now, but yeah, something like that where. Well, I guess what we can do is start off with, like, it was going over the face. Then, let's see, you guys got a mask on. Would want it to cover this much? I guess something that can kind of go down. Like this, alright. I think that's more of the shape we want. Maybe. We'll figure out the shape later, but... Now, how can I make it, when it goes up, still look like the hat? I guess technically... on this layer below, everything else can move up as well. And so it would look a bit more like you'd see it a bit more up here. Oh. Alright, don't mind it being super messy. What do you the visor push down by a switch that turned into a cyberpunk Onimaru and fight mode? I'm trying to do something a bit more, I mean, you know, we can do the whole, like, it just apparates out of nowhere, but if we could think of a way that makes it, you know, a bit more there, I think that would be a bit better. But we will see. Actually, for now, you know what? Let's zoom out for a bit. For now, I'll figure that out after. Maybe I'll start working in the effort or design first. Like, I'm still trying to think of how... I've done some kind of suit designs as well for her before, for you guys, but I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to make this suit. If we can. All right. One second, let's see. Alright, I do want to double check. So when I use my fill tool, there's always like a little line around there. How do I bump the tolerance up? That doesn't change it. No. Okay, there we go. I think I just fixed it. Alright, cool. Anyway, we'll just trying to think of how I want it. Anyway, I'll just be like randomly doodling here in the background while we talk. But I've been seeing everyone, so many people play Tomodachi Life. Honestly, it makes me kind of want to play Tomodachi Life as well, like a bit more. So I did put it twice here. Because, you know, lots of shenanigans happening on everyone's islands and stuff. I do want to get onto playing everything as well. I feel like it's just, you know, it takes a little bit of time, I think. I'm not sure for when I play it as well, if I want to focus on making the Miis accurate as well, or if I want to just make them and see the, like, you know, the relationships of what is happening between all the members. Because technically I did buy a stylus for the Switch, which means that I can draw them really nicely. The only thing is I can't do it on stream. Because if I want to stream, if I connect it to USB-C, like to the dock to be able to stream Switch games to the computer, then it actually deactivates the touchscreen, so you can't use touchscreen while I'm streaming, which means, you know, I could make them, you know, make them basic on stream, and then later on off stream I can focus on making them better, and we just you know, focus on the interactions and see what everyone's doing. Or I could, you know, I could still try make them on stream, because I know it is possible. Obviously it's a lot more of a struggle with the controller, but I could also do that way. But I know I could do it like 1,000 times faster off stream. So I might just do the basic things on stream, and then afterwards I'll use my stylus and make people look cool off stream. But yeah, I might do something like that, because, you know, it'll be Tomodachi plus Zatsu. I mean, yeah, some games like that are kind of Tomodachi Life plus Zatsu kind of stuff. If it doesn't take much of your free time. Yeah, I'll see how it goes. I might only do, you know, I guess I do have a little bit more free time now, so I could do it here and there. but we will see. I've kind of toyed with the, in terms of design, going back to design, I kind of want, I'm not sure exactly, but I do like the idea of having like, just for at Zennies as well, because when I think of you guys around, you got your little nubs. You know, I feel like I do want to use a lot of like more similar shape language to that Zennies. So lots of circles, lots of kind of rounded edges as well. Stuff like that when I do it. So, you know, same thing here. Well, like, you know, having some kind of thing here that's going to be like this for the design. You know, I'm seeing if I can simplify stuff as well. But alright, let me close off that, but that is fine. Also, I'm still debating whether like your top layer should be, or everything should kind of be white, or if your inner layer should be more black and then the top layer should be white, or like just a mix of both throughout. Still kind of deciding what I want to do. But I'm trying to see if I can figure out the design that's not too overcomplicated, if you know what I mean. I do, you know, I feel like one thing I might try to do is like a hood version, like a version with like your hood up, and a version with like some kind of scarf as well. A hood and a scarf. Some kind of tech scarf. I'm not sure how I would make it more tech. Maybe it's just the pattern on it. Is this our 2.0? Not really your 2.0, because I do want to release a proper... I want to release a reference sheet before the 2.0 comes out as well. So I do want to mess around with the designs and think about designs sooner rather than later, so I can complete your reference sheet and everything. Also, I have been working on some of the designs for the Voided as well. Behind the scenes, I've been kind of thinking about them, or trying to think about, you know, some of the designs. Let me just do this. But I think what I've come up with so far, like in terms of the Voided, can be like any creature that gets lost in the void, right? But when they come out, they're like kind of, obviously by the name, they're like a void of their former selves. So like a shadow of their former selves, however they look like. But like, imagine this is like a little goblin or something. Like it's stuck, but they do have like almost this flame around their head. It's kind of like this. And then their face would be like almost a little mask that has something like that. It's kind of shaped by whatever creature they were before as well, the mask. But something like that. In essence, that's sort of what the Voided look like, I think. And a lot of times as well, they will also have, a lot of times you find they have like a singular eye on the mask as well. I don't know why it's turning up like that most of the time, but that's kind of how they look. That'd be like a goblin voided. Voided goblin, void goblin, something like that. I guess, how big would a void goblin even be? Goblins, compared to you, they would be... I feel like that's like a goblin size, sort of. Yeah, something like that. It depends. Different creatures, different sizes. So big? I mean, not really. They're not, I guess it depends. Alright. Just trying to think of what the design for you guys. And then would be... maybe a different kind of thing. I've been kind of toying with, I feel like... Maybe this should be the dark one, I'm not sure. Even darker. And hello Ruji, how's it going? The flared trousers, yes, something kind of. I feel like having, I'm not sure if, you know, I feel like military-esque uniforms have these a bit more sharper shoulders. That maybe might look kind of nice. I'm not sure if I... Maybe something like that. Alright, let me make this a bit more like that. Two Keelys and one baddie on screen. Wow. And who is that? Who's the baddie? Who's the cuties? Yeah, maybe something sort of like this. This is just, you know, you trying to get the basic essence down. Alright, let me just... If I was to... Oh, it's better gonna do that, but that's fine. We can get rid of this. Alright, we kind of getting a design here anyway. How tall are Zennies in human form? Like 160 something. I think. Alright, you know what? I might do this first. Alright. Yeah. Let's say the underside of your gloves could be this color as well. Tall but not taller than you. Pretty much. I mean, you know, just based on the average height of Zennies. You know, the humanoid Zennies meant to kind of represent you guys as majority. And, you know, I'm sure there are Zennies out there who might be even taller than me. But I don't think there's that many Zennies that would actually be. So, you know, we want to represent the Zennies accurately. Technically, we could do something like maybe expand on it. I'm trying not to do too many details now and just figure out the silhouette and basic blocking of colors before I can make it more futuristic and everything. Otherwise, you know, I could start adding a lot of details here and start doing random stuff, but I would do that later. And Francine, thank you for the 6 months of love and friendship. Congratulations on the golden Onimaru. Did you know that my mana baby at 6 months is around the size of a large mango? Anyway, happy 6 months with my king. Thank you, Francine. I appreciate it. And only 3 more months to the mana baby. I hope you're thinking of a name. Would you want to connect the shoes with the grooves to get the panty and stocking with Guardabelt vibe, the way they keep soft-rounded look with pointed feet? Let me just search that up again. I think I know what you're talking about. But let me reference their feet a little bit. Okay. I kind of see what you're talking about there. I mean, that kind of works in a futuristic sort of sense, I guess. It would look something like having it. How would it be? Because side view would be kind of like this for your feet. I guess front view would kind of just look like this more. potentially, depending on how it's split. Yeah, I can work on something like that maybe after. We will see. Frame this a bit better. Are you gonna have a symmetrical outfit or asymmetrical one? I guess it depends. Like, we can start sort of symmetrical and then afterwards, I want it mostly symmetrical, then we can start adding like asymmetrical elements to it. But I think right now I'm trying to figure out how I can start making this a little... I'm not sure, like, I'm just doing some testing. Like, I'll add like a cool kind of tech jacket on top and stuff. That's when we'll start changing things up, but for now... we'll see. We'll see if I want to stick with these designs or anything, but right now it's kind of just up in the air doing whatever for now. It's nice to meet you. Hello, Bria, I think. Hope you're doing well. Alright, what we could do here. We can do something else. So it kind of connects. I want things a little bit more connecting together. And almost more streamlined. I mean, something like that might work. I'm thinking... something along the lines of this. Yeah. This separates there. This might be a small separation there. Or, I guess, oh, too much. Instead of this one, it could be some kind of thing like this. Who knows, we'll like figure out something there, but kinda. Alright, if I show you the previous design, where's the previous design? Because this was the base of the other one. But you know, I kind of just seen if I want to change things up. This was the base suit of the other one. At the moment, I kind of want to keep some kind of circle things because I do like the idea of having these kind of circles to represent, like, you know, it lighting up, glowing. Alright, let me just see for now as well. 1 second, we get rid of this part. Alright. This is how their zennies are looking. Not sure what I'm gonna do for the legs at the moment, but for now we can keep it like that. Do the circles glow all the time or when they're using powers? Not, I feel like when they're, not even my powers, it's more just when they're active using the mana crystal powers. I do want to do something on the back, you know, for your backpack, right? Alright, imagine this is a back view. Okay, what we can do is, here we go. What I'm gonna do is this across. Imagine it is a back view this time. Yeah, backpacks are going to. I'm still working on the design, I guess, but you know, it's gonna be something like your backpack's gonna be here. And then you'll have some kind of straps going around. Let's say over the top as well. Almost like a harness kind of thing. But your backpack should sort of look like this. It's more like something, not exactly a backpack, because it's gonna be like built into the suit, if you know what I mean. Also. I have to figure out exactly how. But I do want, say like, it'll be a little circle kind of thing. Not 100% sure on design yet. Maybe I might make it more. Alright. I like to say I'm done with studying since I understand all the topics that's going to be tested, but I still feel too sure for studying for tomorrow's exam. So I hope it goes well either way. Good luck, you got this. Let's see. Alright, going for blue, a very light blue. To show the mana. I think it's gonna have some kind of circle power. We'll figure it out after. Maybe I can have a little bit of a spine thing as well, because those kind of look cool. Somehow connecting to the back. But yeah, not 100% sure how this is gonna go. I'll think of it in a bit more detail later. But your backpacks will kind of like, I imagine, have some kind of power thing that starts glowing as well. Yeah, I'll make it look more mechanical somehow, or integrated as well. Who knows? Haven't really figured this part out that well. But some kind of thing at the back. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Imagine Little and Zenny face. Yeah, it's kind of like you know, obviously when this isn't glowing, it would just be I'd say there's, I don't know, we'll figure out how it looks like after. But there'll be some kind of hatch or something that opens, maybe this circle part that opens where you put the mana crystal in, and that's going to power the whole suit so that you guys have your superhuman abilities. But once again, I will consider that afterwards. Alright. But for now, that's cool. I need such a backpack. Well, technically all the Zenny should have one. Alright. Let's see. It would... I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna go, but some kind of circles you're gonna have here. I fell into body line. Something like this as well. Maybe like that kind of works. This could kind of work from here. Wait. Guess what I'm gonna do as well is refine this a little bit more. And just so I can see. Maybe. Where would it be? Would it be here? Oh. It's like a streamline. It's gonna look good when powered up. Yeah, I'm trying to think whether this should just follow the curve or it should go out. This might be okay, actually. Might move this one up then. In fact, this would have to move up just to around here, I think. Trying to get a sense of an overall balance. Yeah, I kind of like that. You know, I'm not sure if you guys noticed as well. Yes, I am using Clip Studio Paint, by the way. But at Zenny's, I kind of nerfed your booba a bit. I'm not sure if you know from the original design as well, but I did want things to be a little more streamlined. So I think if you look compared to some of the earlier designs, your booba did get a bit nerfed. This is injustice. Look, it is what it is. Okay, I have enough booba for the both of us. What I kind of figured as well, like you know, at first the reason I gave you such big booba was kind of like, you know, it was two things, you know. Adzenis are small, but they're also round. And so I was like, you know, going either way. But I feel like just the overall silhouette, especially with a bodysuit, it kind of, I think it might look nice and more streamlined with slightly less. And you know what, I kind of figured, you know, this is kind of meant to represent all of that Zennies anyway, but well, I can't get behind all the booba. Hey, you still got booba, okay? But it's more, you know, I think it works with the silhouette as well. Fine, then smaller boob is better for our backs as well. So this, and I see, no, this is the adventurers. This is your humanoid form. At least in Gaia, this is how your humanoid form is. And this is just how Altus sees Zennies. Look, you know, if I want something that represents all of you guys, right? I feel like, you know, I do want it to be not too one-sided on anyway. But, you know, I kind of like wait, let me check. But, not gonna lie, the asymmetricalness of this is kind of a vibe. But I guess this should also work. I kind of like this as well. That kind of works. More androgynous. Yeah, a little bit more to that as well. We can just draw ourselves with bigger booba if we want. Exactly. You know, you can, in the end of the day, this is just one design. You can do whatever you want with have you want it to represent you guys better as well. But you can I feel like it kind of has a good balance. Okay, I'm kind of liking this so far. And Ariga, thank you so much for the offering. I appreciate it. It helps a lot. Oh, and thank you for the gifted fishy as well. Thank you, thank you. Alright, I do want that to capture this curve a little bit. I feel like it's looking pretty okay so far. I'm pretty happy with the top here. Guess still have to figure out. Maybe, you know what I might do? Alright. Can't wait to see the final design, but I'm already dreading it because I want to attempt to sew this so I can cosplay the Humanoid Zenny. Once again, you guys will have a casual form, you have many different outfits. I'm just trying to think of, you know, this is more like a battle outfit, I guess, or like, you know, something for you to wear, but it is going to be, I will make a casual outfit for you guys as well, to make it a little easier if you guys want to do more of a casual cosplay. Although I guess if you want to challenge and make something, you know, like this as well, then by all means go ahead as well. Alright. Just trying to change some things up here to keep it a bit more. All right. And hello Tyroline, how's it going? Maybe something like this. Yeah, I feel like that kind of voice makes it a little bit more, you know, I feel like right now it's just too much of pure white right now, so I do want to somehow figure out how to break it up a little bit. Again, Becky said that there's a Zenny form is in Gaia, did have a different form in Primaterra. I would suggest, if you want to know, I did do a lore stream before that explained a lot of things. That will most likely be your best bet on understanding what's going on with everything. Is it a Menshi? It's not a Menshi. I think you most likely it's titled the lore stream or something, but it wasn't in a Menshi. Alright, there we go. Thank you, Abby. Alright, I'm liking this so far. As a base, I just have to figure out what to do with the rest of the legs. I have to make the legs look, what do we want to add? Also, I'm sure this should just be like this. Perhaps. Might look a little cleaner. Though I do kind of like that splash of white there. Might just have to follow that a bit better. But I do want to give you guys some kind of visor helmet as well. I need to figure that kind of thing before I gave you like goggles, which could definitely be one way of doing it. I want to see if there's anything else we can do that can make it a little more unique. Actually, basing it off what I just drew, do white for this part. Alright, this is just and do gray for this part. Kind of gives that effect. Kind of. But not exactly the vibe I'm going for, but it kind of gives more of a military vibe. Just a bit smaller. If you think it's higher up, not sure if being higher or lower is going to be better. Maybe higher. Who knows? This is all just me mucking around anyway. Having something here. Maybe something like that. Damn it, this is my protector. I go into the sea avoided just to be safe. But this is you guys. Are you sure you want to put yourselves in danger? Alright. Right now, I feel like it does give sort of military-esque. Still not too much of this cyberpunk tech. I feel like tech is more like outer layers, the jackets and stuff, and tactical. And do we have a hat? I'm trying to think if I want to give you guys something like that. Or not. But I feel like one thing is I do want you guys to wear some kind of mask as well. The sleeves and pants look so cute. Yeah, I did want it to be a bit more rounded, like your nubs. It kind of makes sense, right? They do resemble them in a way. I think maybe having something, some kind of thing here might be nice as well. Just so it kind of glows, or like, you know, a little thing on the chest. You mentioned it had mana, yeah. Something that glows, I don't know. Like this. This would be glowing. Yeah, I kind of like that silhouette as well. Still not sure about the hat at the moment. Wait, I'm kind of curious as well. Has anyone watched Pursuit of Jade already? And then they're gonna watch it again? Or has everyone, like, not watched it yet? Anyone in chat who's watched Pursuit of Jade? I should be... Remember to hydrate, guys. I should be drinking more of my tea as well. Is that the Chinese drama? It is. We're gonna be doing a watch-along on Sunday. We're gonna start. For Menchi streams, membership streams. Nope, just clips on YouTube Shorts. I haven't seen it. Okay, I started already. Oh, Migare, you have seen it. What would you rate it? Out of 10. Since you have seen it, Migare. Oh, Tanakumi, you have also watched it. Ooh. What would you guys rate it? Anyone who's watched it, out of 10, what would you rate it? Where can I watch it for watch along? It is on Netflix. That's where I would be watching it, but I guess it depends from country to country. You can search up where to watch it in your own country. Hopefully Google can tell you, but I know I'll be watching that on Netflix. Not yet, was planning to watch, but since you said we'll have Menchi for it, I hold on till Menchi. Okay, well, I mean, this Sunday we're gonna start, so that should be fun. How do I make this? Alright, now we're gonna have to... I think for now this is okay for base layer. And then we'll have to figure out how to put on some layers on top of this now. But any ratings, guys, out of 10? What would you say? You know what, I'll put this on a separate layer for now as well. I feel like that gives a pretty okay silhouette so far. Alright, now in terms of what we did before, we kind of had this, which I kind of like. If we look at it by the standards of a romantic story, I give it 7 out of 10. Okay, 7 out of 10 is pretty good, I think. I'd also give it a 7. Is there any C-drama that you would give, like, what would be your highest rated kind of drama in the same category that you would rate the highest? I do like some of the things we've done here, so I might, you know, use a lot of the elements we've done before, because I do like this outer design. Let me just copy this folder over. What would happen if... Oops. I want to put it on top. And hello Stella, how's it going? Okay, that gets a bit... Let me see if I can break this down. Is this? Is that one? And the press is there. Alright, do this, get to lower the opacity so that I can start drawing on top. I don't know if this English name is correct or not, but for me it is Chinese Paladin 3. Wait, is that the third in the series or is there 3 of them? Nope. Oh damn, I missed it. Wait. No, it's flying too far away. I saw the mosquito. Oh. It flew away, it escaped me. He's gonna come back to haunt me. Alright, for now. I'm gonna remove the bottom part and remove half of this so I can work on it. Alright, this is kind of how this layer is looking. Let me see how I can change this up. I did like the Prisoner of Beauty because of arranged marriage enemies to lovers. I see. That was a loud slam. My bad. You know, if I see Mosquito, I just gotta go for it. If I can stop them from escaping, I gotta stop them from escaping, you know? I have to take them out at all cost. They are the enemy. You can also check out K-drama Alchemy of Souls. Because I guess once we do finish Pursuit of Jade, you know, I might not do too many Menshi watch-alongs for like other ones, but you know, I could definitely still watch it in my own time and be able to talk to you guys about them as well. If that makes sense. Because, you know, as much as I want to do lots of watch-alongs, I think this is gonna be like the big watch-along we do, because I do have a lot of membership content planned and coming up soon. Once my 2.0 is released, which means that a lot of the Menshi content will be focused on a lot of fun things, but you know, we won't be able to do as many watch-alongs and stuff, unfortunately. But, you know, you got a lot of other cool stuff, I guess. I think I just hated so many of the dramas I've watched. I hate the ending or feel like it was rushed. I mean, that's fair. I think that's fair as well. Like, I feel like a lot of times, you know, people create shows and it starts off good, but then they just don't know how to end it, or you know, they run out of budget or whatnot. You know, that's I feel like that's a common thing. It's kind of like cough cough Game of Thrones and stuff, right? Where it starts off good and then it just goes nowhere. But it's fair. If I feel like, especially when it's some series that you kind of get attached to, you want the ending to be satisfying, and I feel like just a lot of stories in general don't really know how to end, to have satisfying endings. Alright, for now it looks like this. Maybe I watched too many historical C-drama, get bored of them. Oh, I haven't watched one in quite a while, so I'm pretty excited to watch Pursuit of Jade. You know. If I can. Alright, what I'm gonna do here is remove this. Alright. I want to make it in layers. But what if I remove this hood first? Which means this would go here. And come down. Makes sense for it to go about here. How would I? Maybe something like that. I highly recommend Unwind. It's so good, I rewatch it whenever I'm bored. Is that another 40 episode one? How long does it take to watch Nirvana and Fire? Or like C-drama stuff like 40 episodes? Or what's the normal amount of episodes for one? As well. If I just make this a bit more like that. C-drama F's are usually 30 plus to 40. Oh, alright. So, you gotta have a bunch of time. I guess it could be... J-dramas and K-dramas are the shortest to watch in terms of eps. That is true. Although, I haven't really watched any dramas recently as well, so... we will see. Maybe this is gonna get me back into my drama watching era. Okay, that's kind of cute, the silhouette right now. There are 55 episodes in total and each episode is 40 minutes. Oh, what's the maths on that? What's 40 minutes times 55 episodes and then into hours? How many hours is that gonna take? It has 70 episodes. Oh my god. That's a lot of episodes, guys. But then, at the same time, you know what? Totally doable in 2 days. Yeah, I guess if it's something that's really good as well, you don't really want it to the end. Sometimes it's good to have a lot of content. And not gonna lie, if I think about some of the audiobooks that I have and how long it's taken for me to listen to them, I feel like some of the audiobooks I have, like, I believe, like Earthbringer by Brandon Sanderson was like, I swear it was like 60 something hours for the audiobook or something. Hello Deshi, how's it going? 70 episodes is not the worst. Yeah, well, it's like a little click for you guys. About to go into work and then, no, I had one show that was 100 plus. Well, you know, at the end of the day, I guess if you take your time, it might be okay to watch these kind of things as well. I guess it's when you're trying to catch up or just watch it all at once and stuff. Just want to put this for now. Actually, 1 second. Oh. All right. I'll put this to this side just so I can see if we want to have anything from the old design as well. Good morning, Zennies and Altus. How are you? I wanted to stop by. I have to practice my graduation dance. Ooh, I hope that goes well. Good luck with the practice. Alright, what else can we do with this? How do I make it more tactical? And hello Ethan, how's it going? What would make things more tactical? Do you guys have any suggestions? I mean, it doesn't have to be tactical, but like something I can add to it. What are you working on? I'm just working on some outfit designs for the humanoid at Zenny. This is kinda meant to be you guys. You know what? Maybe I'll not go with this. Just because I already have this design already. I want to try something different so that I can figure out if I like some other designs as well. And straps. I think we'll definitely add straps, but maybe at the end I'll start adding some straps here and there. And we can definitely start adding lines to it to make things look a bit more tactical after, or like futuristic. Trying to figure out how to keep this simple yet something that's gonna be a bit more unique. Alright. You know, I might use a different color here, you know what? Even if it's gonna turn out. Alright, what's some color that's gonna stand out on this? Or just make this even. Pockets. You like to add a mechanical looking screen or small tubes on the sleeves? How can I make that one work? I mean, technically, if you guys were gonna wear a mask, right? Like, this is your mask. I'm not sure how I'm gonna make it if it's gonna be kind of gas mask-esque. Alright, one thing I don't think I mentioned before, but with the voided creatures, or the voided, when they appear, I think there's normally gonna be like a fog that kind of rolls in with them, and you guys would have to in order to battle them, I think you guys would put on masks anyway, as well. Just because they kind of look cool as well. But I guess in terms of the mask, would we want it as something? Once again, do we want to use the way where they just appear and disappear, or do we want it to be part of the outfit where, say, this mask when not in use sits around here or something? And good morning, Yashi. How's it going? I'll figure out the mask design later on, but how would the mask stay here? guess it can be somewhere around the neck, then we can have some kind of straps after. I guess, let me, if it was a mask would be a bit more like this. Alright. That is a little more accurate. There we go. That's kind of cool shape for a mask, for now, at least. I do think I like these kind of legs there. In terms of just comparing designs as well. I do like this. We couldn't necessarily build up on them to give them more mechanical or some other parts after, but you know, that's why we do different designs, so we can mix and match, I guess. I feel like if we compare right now these two designs from what we've done before as well, I do like the separation of the new design a bit better, like how it flows in general compared to the old one. But there are still some stuff in the old design that I prefer as well, so I guess, you know, we can do a few things and I'll mix and match and see how it goes, but I feel like this kind of flows a bit better right now, at least the midsection. And I kind of do like this as well. This thing we added for the shoulders, having it a little bit more separated. I do like this part here compared to it not having it as well. Like the new neck, yeah. I think it works better as well. Obviously, I haven't added any detail here, but I think at least for the main body and neck, we have improved on it. I'm not sure about the puffiness of it, whether we should leave that for outer layers and keep it more skin tight for the inner layers might be a thing as well. Like the second one is nice, but kind of like the first one, color on the hip and thighs more. Is the right one the winter one? I mean, you know, normally when I do stuff, I'll do like multiple different designs and then combine stuff as well until we see. But you know, we can do this. Alright, we'll move this over here. Let's see if we can combine some stuff. I do like this. I'm gonna yoink this. Let's yoink this over here. Alright, let's do a bit of yoinking. Alright, let's combine a few things here and see how they go. And good morning, Mirror. Maybe you're doing well. Maybe you had a good rest. This one can miss probably. None of this. Alright, I guess this one can just remove that as well. And then a little bit more streamlined for now. Put something here. I'll figure it out. Alright. Oh, I didn't have a center line for this, so let's just hope I get the center line right. Alright. I slept longer than I thought I would, but I made it look at art. I hope you had a good rest. Let me just combine this. Okay. So you said you like the hips of the old one, I guess. Let's see if we can. guess like the outer color. See if we can do that somehow. Alright, for now, remove. Alright. Oh. This whole part was white. How's this gonna look? I guess it's almost like a reverse. Okay. So, actually be that's more of the outer layer than the inner one now. Is that halfway through? I think this is halfway through. Alright, I guess that's a bit more how the original was like. Alright, this hand. Well, I definitely do think either way, I think we'll be keeping the neck part. Still not sure out of all of these which I kind of like the most. That's like we get 3 uniforms. I guess you guys can get as many uniforms as you want. Spring, summer, winter uniforms. Alright, if we just compare right now these two, what do we like about them? What do we like about both of these? What are the strengths and weaknesses? Let me try one thing. Hold on 1 second. Over here. I like the bottom part of the first one a bit more. It kind of reminds me of... Oh, okay. Uraraka. Yeah, nub legs. I guess, yeah, if I just gotta figure out a way to represent them, like, when I put detail into them, how to make them work out better as well. I don't think I did say that I wanted, if I was to give you guys some sort of scarf, let's go back to the middle design. Alright, let's give you a red scarf for now. You know what? Guess you guys can have a little bit of red for now. I kind of want that thing where, you know, wraps around and then goes out both sides. Kind of thing for a scarf. Just gonna work up. Nice to see continue a human design. I see Oni-sama really likes curves. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? That is true. But I do want it to have like, okay, my thought here in the future as well, for design, in terms of your future abilities, if this scarf, right, has some kind of powers, more like imagine this was made of some kind of material of a creature or mana or something like that, but you know how like that concept of it could become almost like another arm for you guys. Being able to like have another hand as well for like battling, or it's something like, imagine it has like this, but then it, okay, I'll show on this side. This might kind of, this is my idea I'm having anyway. If like, you know, first it becomes like this, and then afterwards it kind of like wraps around here. So you guys have like really cool big arms. If you know what I mean. Something like that I think would be where the scarf, depending on also what, you know how I talked about mana crystals before, and you guys can kind of use the mana crystals, like, you know, depending on what creature the mana crystal comes from, you guys get something that's sort of like a little bit of powers from the creature that you're using the mana crystal of. And I guess the scarf can be the one that kind of how would I say, like alters itself to reflect the different things that you can use. But I was thinking of something like that to make it more, you know, obviously this, I don't know, some kind of colored creature that you got. But I do like the concept of being able to like morph into like different things. Red infra. I do kind of like the concept as well. I mean, obviously you are Zennies, you have blue, but you also have red, you know. I could add some blue. You can still have the blue visor as well, but you know. I do like the concept of a red scarf. It's almost like, you know, a red hood, red scarf, Little Red Riding Hood kind of thing, but different. I feel like that, I don't know, that kind of imagery always kind of goes well. Gotta get ready, but have fun. No problem. Thank you for popping by. And you have a good rest of your day, Ethan. Could even give you guys a little the scarf can wrap around and form a hood for you guys. You know, the scarf can grow or whatever. But that was kind of my general idea at the moment. I guess you would have it on the other side. But on this side. One red clip, one white clip. But something like this. I think we can still refine we can definitely still refine the arms and legs a bit more and figure out how to make them, how it's gonna look more in 3D as well. Like, you know, if it was a side view of your legs, here's your knees. Kind of look like this, I guess. Have some kind of knee pad. Give it up. Like this. Alright, this is a rough side view of the same thing you can see. How would it? I guess I'll have to look at more references on like mechanical designs or like these kind of designs. I guess it can work. No, we follow the curve of that. Alright, this is me just obviously not looking at references at the moment. It's always kind of better when doing stuff you're not familiar with to look at references, obviously. But, you know, on stream, not easiest when all my monitors are being used already to pull up all the references. Like inspiration and stuff. But maybe something like that. Okay. Imagine. Gonna have something like this. I'm not sure. I imagine. Some kind of detail like this coming out. Cool. Basically, don't want to make it too complicated. Still want to keep it relatively simple, but would we tie it around the waist and have a wrap around our legs instead? I mean, I would assume the scarf just has the anime forever extended physics, you know. You know, the scarf can grow, most probably can even. Talking about the scarf, you could have multiple things, you know. Why stop at 2? You can have multiple arms. Or you can just come down. Could wrap around your body. It reminds you a bit of Ruby designs, mixed with Tao Kaka. Who is Tao Kaka? Oh. That's kind of cool. It's like a big cat paw design. That's cute. But yeah, I do like the concept of big hands as well. Or like, you know, the power up getting bigger hands and stuff. Do we have heels there? I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of cushioning and whatever that gets into these shoes. I'm not sure. The oversized zip for that Tao Kaka person is kind of cool. I do like that oversized zip. Yay, we're tall. I guess with these shoes on you would. These would be like, I don't know, like 10 centimeter platforms or something. I like it because it adds to a fun silhouette. I feel like right now, I'm kind of liking the overall concept design. Definitely a few refinements. Now we taller than you know. Even with, say, you're about 160 to 165. If you had like 10 centimeter, you'd be like 175 max. You would still be shorter than me. Alright, if you're 175, you're like 8 centimeters shorter than me. Where am I? Alright, you guys would be technically... How tall would you be? I guess like 8 centimeters. How much is 8 centimeters? Maybe you could get up to there. I don't know. But this is more your size. Either way. The boots remind me of Ochako. Yeah, I guess it's kind of a bit like that. Let me search up Ochako again. Yeah, she has those big anti-grav boots. Guess it'd be something similar, not exactly, but something like that. It kind of makes sense. I do feel like this section right here is the weakest point at the moment of this design. Feels a little too plain in the middle, but I don't know what we want to do with it. Like, we extended it. Say, okay. I kind of extended it to be... Alright, I have an idea. Is it a good one? We will find out. Ooh, even that is kind of... I mean, this wasn't all I was gonna do, but even this is kind of... I feel like giving it a bit more. I kind of like what's happening there. If I just perhaps cover it a little bit. Alright. What I wanted to do was, even with just making a flap, I feel like it looks pretty okay. But my idea extend this out. I might have to move the boots down a little bit as well. Technically this could doesn't have to extend out as much. Want a bit more gap between this. Just gonna try that for a second. might have to nerf your thighs a little bit, guys. Maybe not. To make it more streamlined. Perhaps it's a little too much. Who knows? I guess if I need this. Just to see how that's a bit better. I might take some of this away. Alright, I guess that's just the different design between them. I do kind of like how this black line separates, although I guess for this version as well we can add a darker line here. I do like this on the hand. There's slits on the sides. I mean, it would all kind of be connected. It's not like a... How do I say? This would be like material underneath. It's still part of the skirt. This wouldn't be the slit. It's, how would I render it? It would kind of be like... Wait, Am I using the right thing? And I could have like some kind of material underneath, but it's not like this is part of the skirt above. Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of like an oversized sweater. That kind of makes sense. Yeah. Like I could imagine this black part almost having that kind of material. I think both kind of like. This gives a little bit more of a superhero-ish-esque kind of vibe. I guess they're like the typical superhero, and this is a bit more like a uniform as well. I think they both kind of like. Could necessarily still use this silhouette. Even this out. Yeah, let's pop out a little bit. So it's kind of mirroring this kind of thing on the arm. But I do like how this looks as well. I guess, you know, the good thing is you can literally have multiple different outfits. It's not like you're stuck with just wearing the same thing. I think both kind of work. I think I do like having some kind of darker tones here to kind of break up everything and tie it in together. And sorry. Have a darker tone under here as well. Which would sort of translate to I just noticed we got side. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have to nerf your booba even more, if we can keep it like that. We will see how it goes. I feel like I guess at least for the silhouette, it kind of brings it away. I did already nerf your booba, so I'm not sure if I want to keep nerfing it. Or not, but wait, where's your knees? these around here. Except this medium is premium. That is true. I do, you know. I feel like one thing as well is I want to create a cool design, but I really do want to stay away from like trying to over sexualize it as well. So I want it to be nice, but not like, you know, boobs spilling out everywhere and just revealing all the skin and everything. You know, I want to keep it kind of more of like a really cool and a slightly more classy design, you know. But trying to just figure out what's the best way for that. Okay, this is kind of working. I think I can make that so a little bigger and a bit more down. Alright. You know, I want you guys to feel kind of cool, but not. I guess I could do this. Okay, it's gonna be a bit pixelated, that's fine. Alright, you know, I kind of like that. I can work on a bit of the silhouette design. We get it. But now your combat suit has to be the same. I can have something tight for a combat suit if I get something similar to you guys, don't worry. I wonder if this maybe also having over the fine line here. Up you guys. Alright, I'm gonna steal your knees here. Which, I mean, I guess... I feel like I could potentially make this part a bit longer as well. Like if this were to come down a little bit more, and then this also come down a little bit more. Might kind of work. Just the black inner clothes and the scarf makes us look like ninjas. Well, you can be a Onimaru. You guys can be a Onimaru whenever you want. I kind of like both guys, not gonna lie. They give different vibes, I guess, you know. Wait, let me take away this mask. Your mask is there. Maybe it can be a variation. That is true. You guys, you know, you don't have to be set with the same outfit every single day, unlike me. I love the little tooth smile. Well, I gave you guys a fang because you guys always bite me. So, once again, like a lot of the, for the design of this as well, the Humanoid Zenny, I tried to think as much about your personality and the Zennies and everything as much as possible, rather than just thinking of a generic design, even for like the shorter hair, because you guys are like, you know, little round balls as well. I did want the hair to be kind of reflect that as well and be, you know, instead of like really long flowy hair, I thought, you know, this kind of suited the idea of the Zennies more as well. And I guess I did give you a bit sharper eyes too, because you always want to fight me. But yeah, I really tried to make sure that it's it reflects you guys rather than I'm just going to make a generic female character here. You know what? I kind of like this design right now, even with, you know, obviously without your power-up scarf and stuff. This is kind of giving, I like it, even though, you know, kind of like what we have here right now. Might have to work on the sleeves a little bit now, but I think this is looking pretty, because I feel like it looks unique enough, if you know what I mean, but it's still, it's got a nice silhouette. It kind of stands out, but it's unique, but it's not over complicated either. Right now, I definitely am happy with this. Like, let's compare to, I guess, obviously this one's a bit more detailed, but like, even comparing the more detailed to not, I feel like this one is more unique and kind of works a little better, if you know what I mean. Like, this is nice, but it's more generic bodysuit, I would say. And I could definitely give you like a suit after, but I don't know, maybe I just have to add this. Kind of like what I did before. Yeah, maybe a little bit more like that. once again, you guys can have hundreds of different outfits and suits to wear. You're not stuck to having just one. So I feel like variations are good as well. We must have a huge closet. Maybe a cute hat for the skirt version. Where was the hat I gave you guys before? There's this kind of, I mean, that kind of fits. Guess it just depends if you guys want to have like a whole big hat or not. Like how big you want the hat. A bit of a fluffy hat, a round one, kind of because you are Zennies. You guys are round, gotta keep the concept of round. Wait, that would mean I would probably make this one black as well. Oh. Something like that. Maybe it would be a like this. That's kind of cute. Having a big fluffy hat is kind of cute, I guess. Not that kind of suits you guys. Yeah, it's kind of like a Mario hat. Something like that. Mochi hat, yeah, pretty much a mochi hat. Where's your scarf color? It's a me and Zenny. Although I guess having some kind of, I don't know what your Zenny Lego is gonna look like. Ooh, wait a minute. And Zenny Lego, almost like this with a truss. That kind of works. It's almost like your horn, right? But it's also an A for Zenny. I feel like that kind of works. A bit more weight here. Just dash through. Potentially, that could be something. We might be onto something here, guys. Now I'll just check this here. Now I want to see you design more human forms with the other boys. Like you help design the mascots. You mean like human forms of the boys' mascots? That's kind of cute. Yeah, if you want, of course, your combat outfit design is so cool. I mean, that would be fun, but I feel like right now I got too many ideas with like our lore together, like that Zennies and me, and like a lot of world building I want to do for my own stuff. So I'm not sure, and I don't know if the other boys even have human forms for their for their mascots or not. Because I mean, most people don't really do this as well, but you know, I guess since I'm an artist, I can do stuff like this. But there's a lot of really cool stuff I'm planning to do, but that's kind of waiting on some 2.0 stuff, and also a lot of world building that I want to do. We can definitely design other characters though, because you guys are in a team. You know, you're in the Adventurers Guild. You're kind of almost a captain, so you have a little team that work with you, and we can help design them. We can, you know, do a bunch of different things in the future for like character designing still, so you can see more character designs. Yeah, usually people design their own surname. This is the first time I've seen the Oshi give such detail into designing himself. It's really unique. I mean, this is something that especially like this year, I do want to focus more on art, because I think that is one of my specialties as well, that I can do art, and you know, I'm quite confident in my art, so I want to make the most use of it. And once again, I think for you know, once again, everyone has their own stories to tell, everyone has their own ideas of what they want to do, but for me, the stories I want to tell involve the Zennies. Are very much, you know, the Zennies are very much a big part of the story I want to tell in the future. And so I really do want something that represents you guys, that I can take you guys on the journey with, not just like, guys, watch my journey into Gaia, but like it just all being about me. You know, like I said, guys, you guys are the main character. I'm just the supporting character here, still in the main cast though. But you guys are the main character. You guys are the hero, so you know, I do want to I do want this story to be yours just as much as it's mine as well. But you know, I feel like this is such a cute design. What if other members of team use designs we don't pick? No, because the thing is, maybe they might have some similar things, but say you're gonna have a mechanic, right, on your team. Someone that kind of does, you know, makes the machinery. You guys also have like, I imagine like some kind of, because I want to give you guys a hover bike. I don't really design mechanical things, but I'm sure I could learn. But I do want to. I imagine you guys have some kind of cool hover bike as well. Just because I like bikes. And you know, I imagine, you know, the mechanic that you guys have is gonna be like sort of more in overalls and like, you know, you say like a bit more buff or something like that, or like, you know, you have the guy in the chair. You know, everyone needs a guy in the chair that goes like, oh, anomaly detected, whatever, northeast, blah blah blah. You'd be like, alright, heading there now. You guys are pretty much the one, the main force that goes out to fight, and obviously there's a little team. And you know, there'll be backup support. I'm sure you could have we could have like a support in, say, like almost mage class or like gunfire class that like stands back and shoots at the voided while you go fight and stuff. And then obviously they would have slightly different designs based on their jobs as well. But I mean, yeah, I kind of like this as well. Let me create a scarf design that is not you guys showing your big powerful hand. Maybe it can just be for now. Gonna have to do this behind you. Thank God for layers. Oh, okay, I totally did that, but something like this. Alright. Yeah. I'll figure out the hip situation as well. You know, having some sort of scarf might be nice. Or I could make it a bit shorter as well, and it just grows when you guys need it. Could be a thing. Have to think about the length of the scarf I want for you guys. But who knows, we could be anything. Almost looks like a cape there. Oh, we can do the thing there for now as well. One side is to the front. One side to the back. And Rika, thank you so much for the 5 months of love and friendship. Welcome back. Good evening, Oni-sama. We look amazing. I love art streams like this. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Popping by for a sec, but the art is amazing. Thank you, Rose. I think something like this is not sure if it's gonna be this way or the other way, but that kind of gives a nice touch, a bit of like making it kind of asymmetrical a little bit as well. Put your hand on top. And then you have your where is everything? Alright. Layers. Put this on 30%, maybe 30% opacity. Have your I'm not sure if it's like a hologram mask or whatever it is, but you guys will have something. Yeah, that kind of works. I can give you glasses or goggles. We will see. I kind of like having that pop of blue there. We'll see if I make it goggles or something else, but for now, that's the general vibe of things. You almost look like a pilot. Always have a comfy, fun art stream. It's great to see some motivation and inspiration. It's great to get some. Thank you, Arctic, for the 1 month of love and friendship. Welcome back. I appreciate it. But I feel like from here, we got a good base from here. Definitely making it a bit more unique. Can we play it? I assume you have like, you know, you have your hover bike, you have your some kind of like, at least for what I'm imagining. I mean, you've seen like, if you watch Nayu's love video, right? He does have his own kind of, he obviously has his spaceship, but he also has that little jet thing he has. And so I imagine there's like these kind of cool, sort of futuristic crafts. Almost like Pragmata as well, how we're driving that big ship as well. I imagine there's those kind of things in Gaia. And obviously when you're moving with the whole team, then you would have everyone. Maybe that's when you can wear your little captain's hat. Oh, where's it? This one. Although I guess I can design, in the future, I can design a helmet for you guys, because if you're on a hover bike, safety first. Helmets are always cool, right? Bike helmets are kind of cool. I could give you guys a full, not just like the goggles, but like a proper helmet. And of course you have Kiri as well. Although, Kiri's design... Yeah, Kiri's almost as tall as you guys. Look how tall Kiri is compared to you guys. Alright. Kinda crazy. Alright, but I do kind of imagine... Alright, let's quickly... If this was... Let's see... Kiri. Although, I always imagine you guys have like oversized weapons anyway. I feel like it kind of makes sense. Yeah, but I have to think about how exactly I want the weapons to look. Being oversized and like, you know, think of something for them. Where they can be like a bit more of a circle and then have like random extra parts. I think I'd have to do a bit more research on futuristic weapon designs before I want to actually design something for you guys. But you know, having huge weapons I think is cool. It's you know, kind of Monster Hunter-esque. I have to go. I'll watch by the later. No problem. Thank you to Relaine for popping by. It's given the Grey Man vibes, and that's it. I haven't actually. I used to love the Grey Man. I haven't seen if they've updated anything in the Grey Man in a very long time. But yeah, you know what? Kind of like, you know, the Grey Man I feel like has that kind of, you know, everyone has that uniform as well. I imagine it's similar, like, you know how in the Grey Man, everyone has like sort of matching but different uniforms that everyone wears? That would be like you and your team. You all have like similar enough that you look like a team, but unique enough that everyone has their own kind of personality to it. But you know, we still might do more in the future and like change things up here and there or make edits, but I think for now this is definitely a step in the direction I did want it to go. Alright, definitely in the future I can give you some like cloaks and everything to make it to give you guys, you know, in heavier weather or like other different conditions. I think it works. But for now, as like a standard kind of thing. This is kind of cute. I do like this. your little Mario hat, and I do like this other version as well. The good thing is you guys can be as fashionable as you want and keep changing your clothes. I think, but for now, I feel like having something like this. Alright, let's... You guys aren't that small, right? If you look at this size comparison, I feel like you guys are. And hello Abigail, how's it going? Feel like we can be smaller. You guys want to be smaller? Is that it? Alright, how about this? Not that small. Alright, if I was done, a bit too much. Technically, 165 goes a little under your lips, but since you're on heels, yeah. That is true. I also got heels, guys. Look at this. Right now, I am not 183. That's some pretty big heels right here. Your perfect chin resting height. Look at that. I can rest my chin right on your head. Rest your shin? My chin. The height gap is cute. Yeah, I mean, it's not too much of a gap, right? I feel like it's a good difference. And Zenny's and Oni's behind you. It's funny how you're almost the same size as Kiri. Yeah. We'll see for the... I guess for the arm sleeves as well. I might want to change this up. Let me hide myself first. But right now it's kind of looking okay. I do like the matching roundness, but see if I can think of anything else for that design. This is kind of cute. I was going for more of a I was initially planning to go for more of a visor kind of thing, but you know, I feel like the fluffiness of a hat around this does kind of suit you guys. So, I don't know, might give you something like that. We're kind of tall if you think about it. We can reach the top of your head to give you headpads. Wait. You know what? I guess technically you can. Looking at your head, yeah, you could reach the top of my head. I guess. Wait. 1 second. Let me see. Hinge at your shoulder. Yeah. I guess so. If you are. Yeah, I mean, your shoulder can obviously raise up a bit, and if you stand on your toes, then I think it might be okay as well. All right. We can grab your horn. Can you? I guess you kinda can. Look at you guys. What are you trying to grab? What is this? At least we can punch that face. After all the trouble I went through for designing an outfit for you guys, that's how you want to repay me? That's crazy. After all this hard work I put in for the Zennies? Can I steal your chain? Which chain? Oh, my horn chain? I mean, look how cute I made you guys, and you still want to attack me? This is why you guys have sharp eyes. Thanks for making us super cute. Thank you for the 15 months of love and friendship, Chichi. Welcome back. I'll just boop your forehead. Are you gonna touch my Oni mark on my forehead? Is that it? I kind of, maybe in the future, you know, something to think about. You know how a lot of times, like, Evangelion and other kind of, like, futuristic, I guess, like in Gundam and stuff, you know how sometimes... not just hair clips, but they have like some kind of hair accessories, right? Like some kind of cool looking thing. I feel like that might be kind of cool to have. It's... Wait, this kind of looks like two onigiris now. But yeah, the mecha headpieces, something like that. Maybe I could give you something like that in the future. You know, we could something here where one of them figure out how to make a little horn for you guys. That's kind of works as an antenna as well, or something else. But you know, I could give you some different kind of headpieces as well. Is there a chance we can have an ahoge? I might that is, put this on a separate layer. Maybe I might squish that tiny bit. Right. Look at that, you have a little ahoge. I mean, I also we got matching ahoges, guys. I bet I could catch another live. I miss everyone. I'm super excited to see all the future art streams. Thank you, Shin. I appreciate it. Welcome back for 14 months of love and friendship as well. You know what we could do for the horn to make it could kind of be like, oh, yeah, like this. Maybe imagine a horn like this, where kind of this sort of design. Who knows? You will see. I would have to think about it a bit more, but I do want to give you some kind of head accessory. These are all just like, I mean, everything here is just, you know, nothing's final. It's just me trying out new stuff and seeing what we like, what we don't. But I definitely do like quite a lot here that I'm gonna, definitely a lot of it's gonna make it to the final design. I love mecha hair accessories. Yeah, I would just have to figure out how to make one of them at least look like a horn. I feel like that makes sense, right? Having something like this, but just different. You will see. Are we able to get a chain like yours? You want a chain on your horn? I'm not gonna lie, this chain's kind of distracting. It's always just dangling on my face. I just use it as a way to keep myself entertained when I'm bored. Oh, another thing we could add as well. Future state guys as well. Remind me like when we have more design streams in the future, but you know, I remember people were talking about straps as well. You know, we could have like let's see, this. What's the strap going down here? I don't know. Random straps still look cool, you know? Oh, it can be a bit more functional as well. I can just go down. It could. Who knows? We also do technically. I will make this a bit lighter. Have to add in the future. We'll add. Circle. Alright. Alright. Something else for your backpack. Something that shows, you know, how your backpack sort of attaches to your uniform. So it'll be something like that. Yeah, kind of like that. It almost looks like, gives a bit more of a spacey kind of vibe as well. Yeah, a lot we can do, I guess. Alright, anyway, I think that's going to most probably be it for me today. I hope you kind of enjoyed today's, you know, I wanted something slightly different. We won't do this every single week, but we will do it semi-regularly, at least. I think, you know, we'll still have our, maybe at least once a month. We'll see how it goes. I'm trying to think on, I do want to maybe, you know, a normal Zatsu, and then a walk and talk Zatsu, then a normal Zatsu, then art Zatsu, and we can kind of repeat that every month. Something like that might be kind of fun to do. I definitely do want to do more art streams and art stuff. You know, I kind of like this. Not gonna lie, just looking here at like... I definitely like the shoulders and the neck part. I feel like this is definitely a really good thing I added in. And Stella, thank you so much for the 10 gifted fishies. I really do appreciate all the support. Thank you for... now I can afford more food. But I really, really do appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. And if you got a gifted fishy, please remember to thank them as well. But for these shoes, I don't know, maybe we could add more mecha design. Yeah, I think I will in the future for this, because technically we have something like that, so I could. Alright, just before I end. have something like this, you know. Once again, I will have to do more research on how to draw mecha stuff, since not my area of expertise. But yeah, something like that. Anyways, not quite. I feel like I have to, once again, definitely do more research before I can properly figure out how I meant to draw this kind of stuff. Alright, anyway, that is gonna be it for me today. Thank you so much, and Zennies, for coming to hang out. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're new here, I am Altus Zendoji, your true blue Oni of first stage production and second generation Ravenous. Don't forget, the schedule is out right now, so yeah, we do have Tomodachi Life tomorrow. Be prepared for the madness and making some gotta still make more Ravenous members and everything. But Tomodachi Life in tomorrow, 12 PM JST. Don't forget, guys, if you want to make anything for Onimaru's birthday coming up next Tuesday, I believe, make sure to use the hashtag Onimaru Day 2026 if you guys want to do any thing for that. I think for his birthday he'll just be going through the hashtag as well, and looking at what you guys have drawn for him, something like that. Other than that, if you enjoy comfy streams, hot men, and cuteness, smash that like button, become my sub, click the bell and say for notifications, join the membership for emotes and more, stream my covers on Ina Utage and Shanti. Leave a comment in the VOD below if you have any kind of ideas on what you'd like to see for like a uniform or design in the future. And don't forget to buy my future merch when it comes out. Guys, remember, 2.0s, Ravenous 2.0s are around the corner. Malem has already had his, who knows who's next. There's more 2.0s coming out, so sometime in the next few weeks I will eventually have my 2.0, and we will have 2.0 merch, guys. And you guys will like it. Trust me on this one. Anyway, as always, don't forget to hydrate, stretch, eat something nice. Be kind to yourself, both physically and mentally. And until our next adventure, adventurers, right out. Bye bye. Oh, I was. Well, Kimmy, I was just about to end, but oh well. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid or redirect. But yeah, we just finished, guys. Have you all had a good stream? I just realized we just got a raid just before we finished. But yeah, we will be ending, so I will be sending you guys somewhere. Who's streaming at the moment? Zatsu Part 2. Well, I mean, I guess I can show you guys quickly what I did. We were just working on some art, guys. I was working on the humanoid Azenis as well. So if you can see here, the adventurers are my followers. And I was working on the human form for them and their outfit. So this is what I was drawing. Look how cute you guys are. There we go. Alright, let me figure out who I should go raid. But yeah, guys, if you're new here, I'm Altus Zendoji, your true blue Oni of first age production and second generation ravenous. Stream extension real? I don't think so. It is getting kind of late. I mean, it's almost 1 AM for me, so we will be finishing. But yeah, just wanted to say hi since we got redirected. But either way, I really do appreciate it. Thank you, and yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. The schedule is up in on YouTube and on Twitter as well. So yeah. Anyway, thank you. And bye bye once again. Bye bye. Atsuoni. Bye bye.